IDs, it's Module 9. I hope things are going well with your project and things like that. And um, as have said before, I'm continuing to encourage you to work progressively on this progressive project so that you meet with your teammate frequently and you're ironing your things out and you're kind of knocking out each of these modules one by one as the weeks go forward, and you're not leaving anything to the end. It could be potentially tragic for something as good as this, opportunity for you to create a really good artifact and a really good portfolio item if you're rushed toward the end. So I hope you just consider that. Work on it weekly. Knock out those things and just continue to peck away at it so that at the end you're not going to have a lot to do. You're going to have just if you're on your schedule, you're just going to be finishing up the module that you did the previous week, and that's all there is to it. So continue to do that if you haven't. If you haven't, get yourself on that schedule so that you're doing one a week, and I think it'll work out well. So anyway, week module 9 is on instructor perspective, and it's really an important one. I'm starting to really realize that. I started putting together this course over the summer, as many of you know, and instructor perspective was one of the toughest ones for me to do, and the reason for that is there isn't a heck of a lot of literature on it, and so I'm basically kind of going on my own expertise, and actually that's kind of germane to the whole topic. This particular issue came up in a meeting this past week with my ID team, and it was like, we were asking the question, what is it that really creates a good online course? What are some of the elements that really make it something special? And the truth is, it was the instructor perspective. They were saying that when an instructor actually takes their own professional, personal experience and perspective and adds that to the course, that really gives it some integrity and some charm and really gives it life. And so it's very, very important. So what we're going to do this week is we're actually going to look at instructor perspectives. We're going to look at what good ones are, or actually you're going to be the judge of whether such and such an instructor perspective is a good one. What I've done is I've actually prepared a very short instructor perspective on instructor perspective in a short PDF lecture type thing. It's just a PDF document. It's just a reading. But nonetheless, it's an instructor perspective piece, believe it or not. You're going to read through that. And what I've done is I've outlined a number of what I think are criteria for a really good instructor perspective object or whatnot. And what you'll do then is you're going to look at a number of these instructor perspectives. I've chosen 5 from courses that I've worked on, and you're going to be using this instructor perspective rubric thing to kind of rate them. And that's what's really cool about it is that I've assigned point values to each of these criteria, and you got to come out with a point value at the end, which is pretty exciting. And you'll be able to say, well, this one is better than this one. Well, how do we know? Well, this is only turned out to be a 25 out of 30. I think it's 30 points that it's worth, as opposed to this one is a 27. This one only was a 10. So you have all of that, and you'll be able just to make your judgments on that. And hopefully, when we're all through, you'll have some sense of what is a good one, and you'll be able to add that to your own course, which is of course what this is all about. This is all to shed light on each of these pieces, so that when you're ready to add them to your own course, you're going to have some insights as to what really works. All right, so that's basically the heavy part of this week, and it is kind of a work heavy week actually. This one, the first thing you're going to be doing actually is you're going to do some reading on this whole idea of the online lecture. And when I'm talking about the online lecture, an online lecture is kind of a little bit different, I think, than an instructor perspective, although it can be part of it. And that is, when you have an instructor that's delivering a lecture in a lecture hall or something of the like, and it's captured. And then it's produced and it's put up into a course or in some other learning management hosting place, and and whether that's effective, all the time, whether it's effective in certain, in certain uses or whatnot. You're going to have a look at that and see what you think about that. And so they're going to respond in a journal entry with that. And then as we talk about the journal entry, one of the things that I was really conflicted with this week was the second of two journal entries that you're going to be doing, and that is a reflection on what you learned about the whole instructor perspective, idea and pieces and what goes into good ones. I want to give you the opportunity. I'm faking say opportunity. I want to help you be able to think about that in the moment. In other words, you're going to be going through this. You're going to be there's going to be lots of inputs on instructor perspective, and I want to capture that right away in a journal entry. So then, if you're going to be working on this part of the course, this part of your own course later on, you have something to go back to, and it'll help you remember what you were thinking at the time about instructor perspective, and be able to come up with a really good addition to your own course. All right, so there's that, and that'll be the final piece in this particular module. Incidentally, I want to just kind of highlight this something that came up in an email today. It's the 25th right now. It's the evening of the 25th, and I'm doing this little video. There was a question about the responses to the multimedia assignment that you did for Module 8, and I want to just be clear and clarify. All right, the Module 8 assignment, which is the multimedia presentation that you did, is due today, the 25th. The discussion post, that is posting the multimedia to the discussion board, is due today. The responses to the multimedia project or assignment are not. All right, those are due next week, November the 1st. Okay, and what I did was I wrote it incorrectly in the assignment area where I said that it's due in Module 9. However, when I did the discussion, I wrote in a date that's November 25th, and I changed, rather October 25th. I changed my mind recently that I didn't want you to. There was too much work for last week, and I wanted to kind of postpone that part and give you the full week to do the assignment. So just know that the assignment's due. It should be posted in the discussion area today on the 25th, but the responses, your comments and your questions to your classmates are not due this week. They're not due till next week. Okay, so I just want to clarify that, and I apologize for the miscue there on that. It's since been corrected, just so you know. So I hope you have a really good week, and keep working on your project, and we'll see you online. Bye.